Now, we've heard a lot about bioidentical hormones, but what are the different types and the pros and cons? Here with more is Dr. Clark Hansen from the Hansen Clinic of Natural Medicine. It's good to see you, Dr. Hansen.
See you, Lisa.
Big topic, a lot to talk about. Most importantly, though, how do you know if you need them?
Well, most women start to feel like, gee, I don't recognize myself anymore. They start to wonder. They don't really know if it's just aging or if it's hormones or what. I had a patient recently that said, I just don't know myself anymore. I'm depressed. I'm apathetic. I don't enjoy the things I used to enjoy. I have no energy. And my mind is just mush. It's like foggy. I can't really focus anymore. I'm starting to get pudgy around the middle. Is that just aging? Well, all those things can be hormones. And women often don't know them. The hot flashes, they recognize, okay, that's menopause. It's finally here. But really, these are not just mere annoyances, little trivial symptoms. They are big signs of hormonal imbalance that could increase your risk of osteoporosis, cancer, heart disease, besides all those other symptoms that just make your life miserable.
Right, but there are so many different kinds of bioidentical hormones that we hear about out there. So you kind of broke those all down so we can give folks an idea of what you feel like are the best choices for you. Okay, so we're going to start with the first slide.
Well, let's look at the different hormones you should test.
Okay.
A woman needs to know there's lots of different hormones, and they can all make a big difference, so you get them all in balance.
Okay.
So there's two types of estrogen that we want to look at. There's actually three the body makes. One of them, estradiol, all women should just avoid. Just don't take it.
Okay, that's the first one. So avoid, that's the bad guy.
Estrogen actually causes cancer. It's a listed cancer-causing agent.
Is it a natural?
The body makes it naturally, and you need it for fertility. It stops at age about 50 because you don't want to risk. Nature knows you can't keep doing it. You will eventually get cancer. But it also gives the body estriol during its whole lifetime to counteract that bad effect. It is the anti-cancer agent, and if you don't have a proper balance of those two, you're going to get cancer eventually. So the synthetic estrogens, women know now they should avoid because they've been found to cause cancer and heart disease and strokes. So women know they shouldn't be taking the synthetic.
We've heard about the synthetics, right?
Now even the bioidentical, you can take a wrong estrogen as well. So you need to be sure you don't take estradiol, you take estriol. And then progesterone and testosterone is on that list. A lot of women don't know they have testosterone, but that's real important for energy, for sex drive, but also general sense of well-being, mood, for your heart. It prevents cholesterol, high cholesterol, and gives you the good cholesterol. So they're all important, so you need to test them.
Okay.
And then the treatment, of course, there's a lot of different treatments women are hearing about.
Yes, I've heard about that, yes.
From oral capsules to creams to patches to pellets and other.
Yeah.
Sublingual is what I recommend, under the tongue. So we're going to go through each of those and talk about those 4 different major categories.
But you mentioned briefly about the synthetics too. Well, let's talk about the oral pills first. Okay, so good or bad?
Yeah, the oral pills, they just don't get absorbed well. So they go into your stomach and then to your liver, and your liver takes them out of circulation. That's the job of the liver, to process them.
I see.
So you only get about 20% absorption. So it's pretty much a waste, and then it'll convert testosterone into estrogen, the estradiol, which you don't want. So don't take the oral pills and swallow them.
Okay.
And then the next one I look at is creams. They just are inconvenient. You have to put it 5 different places. You got to move it each day to a different spot. You rub it on the inside of your arms, lower abdomen, your neck, inside your legs.
And people probably give up on that.
You keep moving it because the skin is meant to be a barrier, not an absorption device. So it eventually figures out how to block it. Then you get this inconsistent amount. So it works okay for a few months, and then it stops working.
Okay, all right.
And then now the pellets, a lot of women are hearing about.
We've heard about those.
Sounds so great. The pro, of course, it's long-lasting. Just getting it's a surgical implant, though. So you get it injected maybe every 3 to 6 months. But because it's an implant, it's surgery, there's risk there. And in order for it to be sterilized, they either have to irradiate it with gamma radiation or use an ethylene oxide sterilizer, which can cause neurotoxicity. So you implant this thing in your body that could be toxic to you. And they also can only give the estradiol estrogen because it lasts longer. Estriol has a very short half-life. You have to take it every day for it to be beneficial.
Well, so we see, it seems like we haven't found the magic one yet, but there's one that we still need to talk about.
That's
which
the
might be
sublingual.
Okay.
That means under the tongue. So you can take a capsule. The powder is what we really want. It's the pure estrogen, pure progesterone, testosterone, the estriol, the third estrogen. That's the safe one. That's the anti-cancer one. That can go right under the tongue, fast-acting. It's the protective estrogen, and it's easy to change the dose if you don't get enough.
The only con is you have to remember to take them.
Just got to take them every day. The pellets, if you get too much, I had a patient recently, we tested her after 2 months and her estrogen level was 10 times over the optimal level.
Okay.
That's cancer-inducing levels.
Gotcha.
And
so you can monitor it with the sublingual. Now, there's people out there, I'm sure, watching who are like, I think that's me, this is something I want to get checked out. You have a special offer if they're watching and they want to come get it looked at.
Go to our website, learn more information, number one. Sign up for our newsletter. You'll get if you sign up for the newsletter, you get an automatic entry into a drawing for a free hormone test. But call us. We're willing to talk to everybody and get you more information so that you can make this decision. Because nature really works. And it's safe, it's natural. You don't have to just think this is something you have to endure. It's really signs of serious things that are coming, osteoporosis, heart disease, and cancer, if you don't get the hormones in balance. And why suffer with all those terrible hormone symptoms and feel awful and no energy and feel like you don't know yourself anymore. Get back to know yourself and feel great.
Thanks, Dr. Hansen. Some good tips there, a lot of information. So if you would like more information, you want to contact Dr. Hansen, super easy. Go to drhansen.com. There is the phone number right there on your screen.